Hi, how are you doing?
Dr. Heine.
How do you feel? Good. I had to go dress down though. I had to go change clothes. I think I dressed up. Yeah. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you didn't make it.
Oh, you don't want to know. Are you enjoying yourself?
Just got a brand new baseball.
She has pop and she's happy.
I mean, that's just great.
Yeah. And so,
Yesterday she went home and she put a napkin over her head and she said,
then we go into the locker rooms.
like this. You know you did that?
He grabbed his phone and goes,
안 보는 줄 알았는데? Yeah,
she does. Everybody's at a big party.
That's funny.
And
So
he goes, here you go.
my dish man
Break the bar. He goes, no, this is
He's
yours.
gonna tell on me if I say anything.
He's like, dude,
She was everything in that one day. I said,
knock off one. Man. It's very strict.
I said, oh man.
Yeah, like you said, how many times it can be.
And then at night, I didn't think she heard me because I was telling her.
I said,
Lisa imo, I'm gonna love Lisa imo. She was sleeping.
I don't know if it's time to start when I remember
like this.
the UCLA was there. He won the championship. They was 60 kids. And I'm not sure. They took out a few kids.
We're gonna get some pasta.
Good. You've got a whole lot of food.
Yeah, a lot of trouble. I mean, it sounded yeah, exactly. He had the lead. So if you can knock out one of those.
yeah, I'm sure something. That's
I always feel too early.
I love it.
You always like you always feel too early. Oh, Casey, it's not fine.
Are you cold? Outside for the ticket? Okay. You want to take this?
Take one more sip. Yeah, we can't take this.
He said you can't take it. She said.
Save it. Where's
It's got the ticket. Yeah,
We don't have
And everyone else got matched with families, couples. And as I was meeting with him, it also turned out he was from Michigan, from the only other staff person that was from east of the Mississippi. And so it was, I talked to him about, as I learned about this mission stuff and what it meant to serve. And I said, I'm really glad to be here. And I've learned other amazing things, but one of the things that kind of ate at me is that, if I was really supposed to be here, why is it that my parents bailed me out? They do it all the time. It was a long story. And he, but he challenged me and he made me think about things differently. And he said, that really it was their opportunity to kind of to buy into what it is that I was doing, and really be supportive of that. And I found that really challenging, and it made me appreciate them all the more. When I came back, I'd already declared my major in sociology. I just expanded it as a double major in psychology. I didn't know what to do, and by the end of the summer, actually, or when I was preparing to go, I didn't know what I was going to do, but by the time I left, and by the time I returned, I decided that I wanted to pursue a graduate degree in psychology. Now that's not something that our family really does. I think I was the first kind of in my extended family to go to like a Big Ten, Pac-10 kind of school. Certainly the first to pursue advanced degrees. But I didn't know exactly what that degree was going to be, actually, to be honest. I was debating whether or not psychology, and I was debating whether or not to go into ministry. I wasn't sure if that was something personal, whether I psychology. And so I spoke with this guy, and I gave him I contacted him, and I put in an application, and I talked to him about it. And he was the dean's assistant at the time. He kind of knew how things worked, and he was very, very encouraging about the promise for my application. And I was very, very excited about it. And when I got the letter, it was as my mom and dad and brother can attest to, I was super, super excited. I just to get into get into this program. And I never really thought about leaving Michigan at that time. Most of my friends were there. My immediate family was there. Actually, when I went to Germany, it was hard to be away because I missed my brother's graduation, high school, and his prom. I called on the telephone and all this stuff. I was gone, but it was hard to be away. So I never really thought about going. But this is again one of the things I felt kind of sure about. But as it got closer, I almost regretted getting into Florida. I had applied to a number of fine state institutions, all of which sent me nice letters back saying no. Actually, except for one, which I said I didn't want to go to. I just decided that I didn't like New York, especially after coming back from here. But because I realized that what I kind of felt elected about, I realized that because now much had been given to me, I realized that so much had been given to me, that it was going to be challenging. It was going to be challenging personally. And you can kind of go other places and sort of give lip service to some of the things that you are interested in, particularly related to psychology and spirituality. And that's just, okay, that's sort of his interest. Or she's kind of into that. But coming to a place like this, well, it was going to be a lot harder. It was going to be a lot more challenging. It was going to be a lot more deliberately so. But I came. And it took me 2.5 years to get used to seeing palm trees. I still look used to these things. A little weird. But it's been an incredible time. It's been kind of its ups and downs, and so the kind of rigors of academics and the not knowing exactly where things are going to go, and starting off with one idea of where you're going to be, and thinking professionally now as I finished, I'm in a much different place. And just an interest in development. It's just been pretty incredible. Each of you have had a big part in bringing that to be. A number of people, I think each of you here, and and others have asked, sort of, how does it feel to be done? And I don't really fully feel done. Partly because I only just recently got done. But
Praise the Lord.
Probably because I'm at another one of those points where I realize that much has been given me. And in some ways, still figuring out some of the stuff, knowing what you're going to do when you grow up, where the next steps are going to be, and what specific vocation, how you're going to think about things. And as that continues to, that's going to continue to grow. And as I thought about that, I really wanted to thank each of you for the special, just a special contribution that you made to my parents that truly just kind of have shown me by their example what life is like. And I really I realize that in many ways I'm very much one thing about being a psychologist is that you get to give yourself free analysis. Well, actually, I can't afford myself. But one thing I realized is that I'm a pretty good balance between the two of them. I see, growing up, my dad, he was a guy that growing up as a teenager would go to church every Sunday. And I remember hearing stories from my grandmother that while we're on vacation, you'd make him. Now my grandparents wouldn't necessarily go, but he would go all the time, and so you'd make them take him so that he can get his little star, so he could so he had perfect attendance for 3 years. And my mom, and my mom, having not gone to church as much growing up, has a real genuineness and a real what is it that belief means. And so you kind of put them together. And kind of in the house that I grew up in, there was a lot of love and there's a lot of support. There's also a lot of mischievous orneriness. I always describe my mother as ornery. I think that's a pretty good description. But I've gotten some of that myself. And my brother, who's was always kind of helping. He was always kind of helping me keep my feet on the ground. Make a lot of noise and take out and just welcome you home. There are times that I've flown home from Michigan, and he's just gotten off work for a long day and have to go back the next day, and he's taken me out and bought me a beer and helped me to feel comfortable with having had that beer with him. There was once I was the big brother who lectured. So I don't know if I should thank you or.
Yes, thanks, guys.
He's helped me to understand what Luther meant when he said sin and sin boldly. Not reference to Adam, but like this. But Auntie has been my local family that we have not gotten a chance to get together really enough. And every time I see you, I never understand why you thank me for coming, because I feel I walk away so much richer than when I came. You help me to.
Hi guys! Would you like me to do a dessert?
Give us a couple of minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're still talking.
We'll come back.
I thought you were just hanging out. Sorry.
That's when I came to see you, that I would be I could forget about papers for a minute and ask about more important things like how are the folks back home and how are you doing and what kind of bargains do we find at the rummage sales. Great things. And it's been great having you as a part of this and knowing that you're there and loving the calls that you have and loving the fact, you know, and waiting for mine when you don't want to disturb me. You know, when I get too busy to even know which way my head's on. And I love you for that. And I thank Josh. Last year I worked a second job at the local hospital. And the only shift I got was, I had to fight some people for these shifts. It was a back-to-back 12-hour midnight shifts on the weekend. So it was 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. on Friday, Saturday, which just took away a good chunk of any kind of recreation time. So the only weekends I had were Thursday nights. And so Josh, despite living near Compton, is a friend of mine from church who would drive in every Thursday night and taught me how to play pool. I'm still not very good, but
That's how it went.
it took me about 6 months to figure that out. That he would make that track, and he continues to be like a brother to me. And I thank you for all your support and your unquestioning belief, having no idea what the heck I've had to go, you know, exactly it was that I was facing, but knowing for sure that I could make it over. I thank Helen and Jason and Haley for just being such great supports this year. Just getting to know you. I met Jason through a class, and he was. I just started dating Anna, so I began to become more accepted by the Korean crowd. I also realized that they knew it was a little sooner than I knew who they were. But Jason's kindness, his openness, sort of shown to me. And then as Anna and Helen became closer, and as Haley was born at about the same time, you really welcomed me sort of into your extended family. I like to describe it as sort of as a self-appointed godfather by proxy. But Anna is fully adopted, really, and I've enjoyed and reaped the benefits of that. And I just, I thank you, and even just your words for I was too busy to even have much time, that you made sure that I had something to eat, and that you would just tell me that when this is all done, that you wanted to see me, that you wanted to see me dinner. And I wish you the best of luck as you go through this process this year. As we come to visit, come to this place for you next year, I know that God is already using both of you to do amazing things. And this is only one of them. Bill is, I met Bill a long time ago. He was, I don't think you. I need to talk now. Bill was actually a student of a buddy of mine. And they used to just, I never understood they used to do tutoring when he was just a wee young man. And they used to just, I used to become very upset at them because they never seemed like they did any tutoring. But it was through that friend that Bill and I had met, and through that friend that Bill and I became closer. And I saw him change very quickly from a very intelligent, rambunctious high school kid into one of the most unique men I've ever met. We've had an opportunity to live together until this past year. And no one has a better wit about him. And, and can handle, just a keen eye for life and just a great sense of humor and able to even kind of poke fun at himself and me at the same time. I don't know. But he truly has been a brother to me as well. So I'm glad that my brother finally got to meet, the two of you finally got to meet as well. These two people here are also very special. Carlos is an excellent combination of, and I forget that sometimes when I kind of make references to just sort of maybe pop culture kind of things like Brady Bunch or different kind of 70s TV shows, and I get a blank look coming back at me. And I realize he doesn't know exactly what I was talking about.
Unless you say it in Spanish.
But I've truly appreciated sort of his, his support. He's one of the, I don't think that it's his primary job. He seems to be behind the scenes about everywhere.
Yeah.
He seems to make everything run.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he also has given me the flavor for, it's not Brazilian barbecue.
It is.
Brazilian barbecue. That I don't know what he puts in it, but I just can't get enough of it. Really taking care of me, and I'm convinced that if I were to put my personal fitness regimen into his hands, I'd be a very buff man. I'm looking forward very much to attending his wedding next month.
So is he.
Yes, I am.
That's right. Sunny's son, Robinson, is she's an interesting character because she in my life because she's Anna's roommate and partner when we first met. Before Anna and I started dating, there was some sparks, some interest, but it became evident even at the very beginning of that, before we had had any real discussions, that she had a discussion with Sunny. When they were roommates at the time. I remember walking into our student union, and as I walked in, as I was kind of looking for Anna, as I knew she was working, and trying to be nonchalant about looking for her, I found her and Anna sitting on a couch, and as soon as she spotted me from afar, having never been directly introduced to me, called out my name, cleared a space at the couch, and invited me emphatically to join them.
I remember that.
And my introduction to her actually preceded our meeting face to face. But at the same time, another mutual friend and I had returned from the gym, and we met this man named Benjamin, who just 2 weeks earlier had the privilege of starting to be Sunny's boyfriend. And he still was walking on cloud 9. And so he talked about this woman that sounded so wonderful that it was hard to believe. I patted him on the back and just was glad to see someone so happy. And then as I met her and I saw her place in Anna's life, and invited her more and more into mine, I see what he was so excited about. And she's continued to be there. I appreciate you making the trip down here just for this. Haley, for making us all smile. And for being Uncle David's little cutie. And the last person I'd like to thank. The last person I'd like to thank is Anna, who has kind of stood by this whole process and has had an unwavering, belief, like Josh, in a different sort of way, that it would definitely get done. She readily admitted that she had no idea about all the things that were going on, but she too knew that it would get completed. We've had some of these amazing times, and we've had just drag out fights, and she's put up with my irritability and my unavailability. And she's telling me something about just patience and service. When she'd always ask me, how can I help you get through this? So I don't want to type up all these things. How can I help you? There are times that she helped me with menial things like housework. There are things that she helped with intangible things like just ego boosting and being a shoulder to lean on in the middle of when I didn't believe that things would ever get done. And it's been great to kind of see how she has grown and how I've grown kind of through this process. And to see her become kind of more clear on things that I really thank you for being there for me. And so with that, this is kind of this long story. Those are far more than 150 words. I'm sometimes described by my classmates as being able to do a very simple concept and being able to describe it in 500 words or more. But I want to thank you. I want to thank each of you for what you've already done, who you are, both here and now, and who you'll continue to be in my life, make this next step. I may require you to call me Dr. Hineman for a while. And that's not out of ego, but it's more out of trying to get used to it. So I can respond accordingly. And one thing I'm aware of, starkly, is that it's less about just an accomplishment. And it's more about the doors that it opens as far as the next line of service. And there's a couple of those that have already begun to open. And I ask for your continued prayers and support as I try to figure those out. And I ask for your continued prayers and support for Anna. She continues to tolerate my sometimes unavailability as I go through that process. I just thank you so much for taking the time to be here today and for being a part of this whole thing. And I started out saying that, it's hard to kind of settle in with this day because everything's such a blur and it's happened so quickly. And I think looking on each of your faces over the last few days and kind of seeing your own excitement and seeing sort of the pride in this accomplishment that you've all shared in has been something that's kind of helped make it more real for me. It's helped me to kind of embrace it. So I thank you. It was also my desire to, if you have anything left in your glass, just kind of to toast it. It's, I have survived a seminary experience. And I don't regret having come in. Really so thank you to God for having carried it so far.
Amen. Amen.
And I've also bought us some time to let the appetite settle so that we can
Sorry, I came in here. So, you guys, over there behind him on the little dolce, there's all the prepared desserts. And I'll mention my favorite right off the bat, which is the torta doppia cioccolato, which is a 3-layered delicious chocolate cake with a whipped chocolate frosting on a bed of chocolate sauce with miniature chocolate chips. It's wonderful. So that's one of my favorites. Wait till they're done. We also have Greg's Spumoni ice cream.
She said that you go and sit down.
Oh.